Assignment 11.4. Here you have to find out the method of producing sounds in these animals, mosquitoes, crickets and honeybees. So how they produce sounds like us? Okay, you know most of the animals including man, including us, produce sound by vocal cords, vibration of vocal cords. But there are some animals, most of the insects, they are producing sounds by different methods. For example, we can take mosquitoes. They are producing sound by flapping the wings. That means vibration of the wings. They are producing sound by vibration of the wings. Then crickets. You know the animal cricket. They are producing sound by rubbing the leathery front wings together. They have leathery front wings. So by rubbing these front wings, they are producing sound. So here producing sound by vibrating of leathery front wings. Then honeybees. How can they produce sound? They are producing sound by movement of wings. That means vibration of their wings. And also thoracic muscles like us. They have thoracic muscles. Vibration of thoracic muscles. They are producing sound. Now it is clear that different animals produce sound by different methods. Propagation of sounds. Dhvani sampreshane. In this section, we are going to discuss about how the sound is propagated. කොහොමද ශබ්දය සම්ප්‍රේෂණය වෙන්නේ? ගමන් කරන්නේ. Okay, think about our classroom. When I am teaching to you in our classroom, you can hear my voice. And also you can hear the voice of your friends when they are speaking. And now you are at home. You can hear the voice of your parents and brothers and sisters when they are speaking. And also they can hear your voice. Now think about the space. The astronauts in the space, when they are speaking, can they hear their voice in the space? No. They cannot hear their voice when they are speaking in the space. But what is the reason for that? Okay, now we are going to find the reason to do activity 11.5. Here you need an electric bell and a bell jar and connecting wires and dry cells and also a switch. And also you need a vacuum pump to evacuate the air. Evacuate means remove the air. Okay, now fix this instrument as shown in the figure and you have to switch on the bell. Switch on the bell and observe. Here when we switch on the bell, we can hear the ringing of bell. We can hear. Then evacuate the air gradually. Gradually you have to evacuate the air. Okay, when we removing the air gradually, we can hear the sound of the bell, that means the ringing of bell, faded away gradually. Then we fully evacuated the bell jar. We cannot hear the sound of the bell. We cannot hear the ringing. So, what can you realize then? We can hear the sound in the bell when there is air in the bell jar. When we remove the air, the ringing also, the sound gradually fading. That means the media is need to hear the sound. So, in our classroom and in your home, you can hear the sounds, and also you can hear my voice, my sound when I am teaching in the classroom, because there is air, there is a media, but in the space is empty, there is no media. So the astronauts cannot hear the voice in the space. So to propagate the sound, the media is must. Media is needed to propagate the sound. So what is the meaning of propagate? That means the sound traveling of sound from its source. So, do you think the sound travel only through the air? Okay, let's do another practical. Activity 11.6. Here you need 3 funnels. These are the 3 funnels, and Y tube. This is the Y tube, and membranes of balloons. These are the membranes of balloons. Those membranes are connected to the funnels, okay, as the figure. Then some rubber tubes to connect funnels to the Y tube, and a water basin. So first you have to connect the instrument as the figure. You have to hold A and B funnels, these funnels, A and B funnels on your ears. You have 2 ears, you have to hold these 2 funnels on your ears. Then the C funnel dip in the water basin as this figure. Then you have to make a sound near the C funnel in the water. Near the C funnel here. You have to make a small sound. You can clap or you can make a noise. Okay. Then here, what will be the observation? You can hear the voice clearly. Your sound clearly through the A and B funnels. You can hear the sound clearly. That means we can realize that the sound travels in water also. The sound travels through the liquids like water than the air. Okay? Activity 11.7. Here you need empty yogurt cups, empty 2 yogurt cups and a long thin thread. This is a long thin thread about 10 meters. Okay, here you have to connect the 2 yogurt cups to the long thin thread. Then you have to keep a 1 yogurt cup on your ear. Okay, keep 1 yogurt cup in your ear and tell to your friend, go far as possible. Go far as possible with another yogurt cup and speak to the yogurt cup. Then, can you hear the voice of your friend? Yes, of course. You can hear the voice of your friend clearly. That means sound travels through the thread. The sound travels through the thread. That means the sound propagates through this thread. Thread is a solid media. Thread is a solid. That means the sound propagates through the solid very well. Okay.
I'm going to put the microphone beside the cup going on, so let's try that. And then I'm going to put the microphone inside of here, inside our cup telephone.
Can you hear me? If you guys are going to try this at home, feel free to share it on social media with all the cool things that you're doing at home. Have a great day.
Activity 11.8, page number 7. Okay, here you need a long table and a clock which producing tick sound. A clock which producing tick sound. There are clocks which producing tick sound. So you should take this one. Then place the clock, the end of a table. Near to the end of the table you have to place the clock. Then you can stand another end of the table. Here you can stand. Then here the sound that produced from the clock, the tick sound. You can hear the tick sound. Then notice it. After that, place your ear on the table like this one. Place your ear on the table and you can hear the sound very clearly when you keep your ear on the table. So we can realize that the sound propagates or sound travels faster in the solid media than the air. The sound propagates in solid faster than the air, than the gaseous media. Okay, understood it? Do you know this one? This is a stethoscope. So, this stethoscope used by the physicians to diagnose the patients. Do you know how it works? You know our heart, lungs and pulses. Heart, lungs and pulses are producing sounds. They are vibrating. Always they are vibrating. And there is a membrane of this stethoscope. There is a membrane. So, the membrane of this one vibrates according to the sound emitted by heart, lungs and pulses in our body. So, if there is a weakness of our heart, lungs and pulses, the physicians can understand that weakness. The sound of a train coming from far away can be clearly heard by keeping our ear on the rail line. We can hear the sound of the train coming from far away. So, what's the reason? Because the sound travels through solid media faster than the air. than the gaseous media. But do not try to do this one because it is very risky activity. Okay, don't try to do. Then sound of dolphins. The sound of dolphins through the underwater is very clear than above water. When we hear the same sound of dolphins underwater, it is very clear than the same sound of the above water, because the sound travels through the water faster than the air. Now you know the speed of propagation of the sound through solid, liquid and gaseous media is different from each other. Solid, liquid and gaseous media. Okay, sound propagates faster in solid media than liquid media and gaseous media. Okay, let's find out what are the speeds of these media. These are the speeds of sounds according to the media. There are three media: air, water, steam. Otherwise gas, liquid and solid. Here you can see in gaseous media the speed of sound is 330 meters per second. 330. And in liquid media it is 1500 meters per second. And in solid media it is 4500 meters per second. So here you can see the lowest speed is in gaseous media and highest speed in solid media. Okay, you have heard the sound of thundering, and when there is thundering and lightning, do you know the sound and the light emit at the same time? During the thundering and lightning, the light and sound emit at the same time, but we hear the sound after a few seconds of seeing the light. After a few seconds of seeing the light. So what's the reason? The reason is the speed of sound is lower than the speed of light. That means the speed of light is higher than the sound. Okay? Okay, now we finish this lesson. The lesson sound. In this lesson, we have discussed that how the sound is generated and how the sound is propagated. Then the speed of sound in different medias. These are the things we have discussed. Now you can do the exercise in page number 10 in your book. Then we can meet with a new video lesson in next week. Okay, bye bye.